Welcome to the Mystic Media channel. I'm your host, Ravina Rastaban, aka the Realist Astrologer. And tonight I am doing the free reading for the month of March 2017. And this free reading is for a Pisces female. Her birthday is February 19th, 1993. And she is asking about her relationship with a Virgo male. His birthday is September 19th, 1991. So, first I wanted to say when I went to the comments for the previous, free monthly reading, I noticed that there weren't many entries. So I was kind of taken aback because for the previous months, there was a lot of entries, from people, trying to get a chance at a free reading. So I just want to stress that these free reading giveaways are every month, for a relationship reading. So, please feel free to leave a comment with your birth information along with the birth information of your love interest. You can provide a background story along with a question, but it's not necessary. So hopefully I'll have a bigger turnout this month for the reading that I'm going to post next month. So let's get started. So as I said before, Miss Pisces was born on February 19th, 1993. Her Virgo was born on 9/19/1991, so they are both 19s in terms of birth number. 19 is a very strong-willed number. It's a number of leadership. It's a number of adventure and risk-taking and also passion. It's a very masculine number. It's called actually the Prince of Heaven. So it's a very fortunate number, which is good. Now, her life path number is a 7, and she believes that her Virgo's life path number is a 7 as well. So when she said that, I was like, you know what, that's kind of rare for a couple to have the same birth number and life path number. So I calculated his life path number myself, and it actually comes out to 12 and 3, not 7. But the fact that you believe that it's 7 to me is a testament to what I see in your chart. So the reason why you got with this Virgo, namely with his birthday being, his birth number being the same as yours, is due to your South Node being in Gemini. Now the South Node in Gemini can produce a twinning effect. And that twinning effect can produce situations or relationships that mirror past situations or relationships or that even mirror your life. So that is why you hooked up with this guy that was born on the 19th, just as you were born on the 19th. Now, even though the two of you are two different signs and you're born in two different months, the fact that your birth numbers are the same is very significant. Now, that South Node in Gemini, the South Node deals with past life tendencies that you bring over into this current lifetime that you need to try to reduce because it's preventing you from evolving spiritually. So with that South Node in Gemini, like I said, that it's prone to duplicity. It's prone to this twinning effect where you just want to duplicate things and you just want to get like carbon copy images so that you can easily relate to others. So with the South Node in Gemini, that is exactly what you're not supposed to be doing in this lifetime. So being with Mr. Virgo is actually going against your spiritual evolution. So even though you've been with him for 7 years, and actually that 7-year mark is actually a mark that can produce a breakup because 7 is related, that 7-year cycle is related to Saturn, and Saturn can deal with splits and breakups and separation. And so you heard the term 7-year itch. So you're probably really getting that 7-year itch now. That 7-year itch basically pertains to that Saturn cycle. But and it's funny that your life path number is a 7, so you might really be getting the calling right now to really contemplate your next move with respect to this relationship. And I believe that you really should, because like I said, this relationship is not conducive to your spiritual growth. So your North Node is in Sagittarius, which means that in this lifetime you need to be more open, more honest, and more free. Now, Gemini is a very freedom-loving sign, but Sagittarius even more so. Sagittarius needs a lot of space, a lot of freedom to spread her wings and to be able to expand her horizons. Now, it's hard to do that when you're in a relationship with a Virgo in particular. So already, just with him being a Virgo and your North Node being in Sagittarius, that already brings challenges, and exactly what you said with you saying that you love him, but also you feeling like you need freedom. Now, I forgot to read what she had wrote, so let me read it real quick. So she says, I'm a Pisces, been with this Virgo for 7 years, but it still just seems like something is missing sometimes. I love him and sometimes I just want to be free. And we both have the same life path number 7. So again, like I said, she's under the impression that they have the same life path number. They have the same birth number, but different life path numbers. But I can understand why she is under that misconception because of that South Node in Gemini. Like she really wants to do this duplication thing to make it easier on herself in terms of getting in, being in relationships or functioning in relationships. Now the truth is, Miss Pisces, you're not that relationship oriented. So it makes sense why you have this ambivalence with respect to Mr. Virgo. So you're saying you love him, but you have a need for freedom as well. And the thing with Virgo, Virgo can be very loyal, but at the same time, Virgo can also be very clingy. So with that North Node of Sagittarius, it could just be a bit too much and be a little too confining at times, this relationship. And as I said, with North Node of Sagittarius, you need to be open, honest, and free as possible. So you need to be honest with Mr. Virgo about your feelings and about where you feel like this relationship is headed. However, if you're ready to break free, you need to be careful about breaking up with this Virgo because Virgos take breakups very hard and they have a tendency to stalk you and they can be very clingy. So you don't, and it can get very messy, a breakup with a Virgo. So you don't want to like just hit him with a ton of bricks with a breakup. You want to just, coax your way into letting him know or coax him into it and wean yourself and himself out of this relationship slowly. So you can basically look at it as you can take the rest of this year to wean yourself out of this relationship or off of this relationship and try to help him do the same. Now, I did a 4-card reading about this relationship in terms of what you need to do. And to me, it's very on point. So the 4-card reading is as follows. It is situation, that's the first card. Challenge is the second card. The third card is advice. And the fourth card is outcome. So the first card is Ace of Pentacles. That basically deals with the two of you having a solid foundation. You've been together for 7 years. And it also deals with you having a solid friendship with this guy. Now, the interesting thing is both of your moons are in Aquarius and they're very close to each other. And Aquarius is a sign of friendships. Aquarius can also produce relationships of convenience where there's not that much passion, where there's not that much excitement or whatever, but the two of you stay together mainly because of that companionship, that friendship, and at the end of the day, the two of you always know that you got each other's back. That's what Moon in Aquarius can do. The fact that both of your moons are in Aquarius points to the reason why you are able to stay in this relationship so long as well, and that Ace of Pentacles. The challenge is Two of Swords. That's you being on the fence. That's you being indecisive in this relationship where you're saying you love him, but you need freedom as well. So the challenge is, you don't know if you should stay or you should go. That's Two of Swords all day. And Two of Swords is a Libra card. And then you have the advice. It's the Two of Pentacles. That's exactly what I've been explaining with this situation. That explains that South Node in Gemini, that ambivalence. You love him, but you need freedom at the same time. And with that being the advice card, that's just letting you know that you're always going to feel that way in this relationship. So you're really doing a disservice, not just to yourself, but to Mr. Virgo by being very ambivalent, but still remaining in this relationship. Now, if he's okay with you being half-hearted, then I guess it could work out. But Virgos tend to want full commitment with in a relationship, not just half-assed, unless they're just prone to be that way. So with that Two of Pentacles, your advice is it's always going to be this way. So don't expect things to improve. Don't expect your feelings to get stronger for him. Actually, you might start to feel even more ambivalent as time goes on since you're at this 7-year mark. And the outcome is the Ace of Cups. That Ace of Cups is tricky because while it can denote a new relationship and new love, it can also deal with reuniting with a past love or where you're constantly trying to renew a relationship or you're going back to an old flame. So I see this happening with Mr. Virgo. So even if you break up with him, there's a good chance you're going to return back to him, especially with both your moons being in Aquarius. and very close together in Aquarius, which means that your emotional makeup, your emotional needs, your subconscious mind even is very similar. You feel very comfortable with him, even though at times you need freedom. But the beauty with Moon in Aquarius is he probably does give you some space. So the outcome, like I said, it is kind of tricky, but from my perspective, knowing what I know, even when you do break free from him, there's a good chance you're going to go back to him until you finally get him out of your system. So it could be a situation where it's break up to make up maybe 4 or 5 times until you finally decide to move on. And it might take another man to come into your life, perhaps a Sagittarius, to pull you out of that relationship. Now, when I say perhaps a Sagittarius, he may not have his sun in Sagittarius, but his moon might be in Sagittarius, his rising sign might be in Sagittarius, or his Mars might be in Sagittarius. So, just keep your eyes open, keep your options open, but I can't stress it enough. This relationship is not conducive to your spiritual evolution, and you need to be open and honest, not just with him, but with yourself. Hopefully you found this insightful and enlightening. And if you have any questions, you can post a comment in the comment section, or you can email me if you would like to keep things private at karma3675@aol.com. That's karma3675@aol.com. And like I said, if anybody would like a chance for a free reading for the month of March, please leave your birth information along with the birth information for your love interest. And you can provide a question or a background story, but it is not necessary. Peace and many blessings.